there's one thing I've learned living here, it's that Mississippi Acres folk are resilient.
Alrighty, well, hello everybody, and welcome to Mississippi Acres Reserve, I don't remember which one it is, but jumping directly into this, we're going to start off with species and class, and you know how it goes by now. So starting off with your Class 1 animals, we have the bobwhite quail, the eastern cottontail rabbit, the eastern wild turkey, and the green-winged teal. Class 2, we have a common raccoon and a gray fox. Class 4 whitetail, Class 5 wild hog, Class 7 black bear, and the American alligator. Max levels on the map. The max level 3 applies to the quail, rabbit, turkey, teal, and whitetail. Level 5 max is going to be the raccoon and hog, the gray fox, black bear, and American alligator, all max at level 9. Great ones on the map right now are going to be the white-tailed deer and the black bear, and that's it. As far as where to hunt stuff and drink times, the stuff that doesn't have a drink zone is going to be the quail, rabbit, turkey, and teal, but earliest to latest, midnight to 3 a.m. common raccoon, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. wild hog, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. black bear, 8 a.m. to 11 white-tailed deer, and then a big gap in the time for drink zones. 17 to 20 is the gray fox. Something to note about those gray fox, you can get a female diamond of the gray fox. So as far as where to find things, the black bear are going to be in like the meadows or the woods. The rabbit will be anywhere. The turkey will be in the meadows or the woods. Fox are anywhere. Teal are going to be on the northern lakes. The west coast, that southwest island, and they're like also in the S curve of the river. The quail are going to be in your agriculture fields. Raccoon, agriculture fields. Whitetail, meadows and woods. Pigs are in the agriculture fields, and the gator are in the water where the land is green, because that like eastern section of the map, the land on the map is colored brown. The gators are not over there. As far as weapons go for hunting on this map, base game, any shotgun. I did this with the Caversham, it worked out okay. I do wish later on that I had had the Cacciatore instead. Having a few more rounds would have been very beneficial, but that's neither here nor there as of right now. Class 2 to 4, I would take the 30-30 because there's so much thick brush on Mississippi. The trees have a very low canopy and there's lots of dense brush. You're not gonna get very many spots on this map where you have a really long area where you can see really far. Not a whole lot of that on this map. So having the 30-30 isn't really gonna limit you that much in distance. And then for the class 5 to 7, honestly, same concept, bringing the 45-70 with you, because there's really just not much for area where you're gonna have all that long of a shot to take. I think honestly, what is more so the name of the game for Mississippi is having something that repeats, which I know is going to be very backwards for what I'm about to suggest for my DLC weapons. But anyway, class 1 for the DLC weapons I would recommend, I would take the Cuso that comes with the Rancho del Arroyo DLC. Class 2, which is just the raccoon and the gray fox, I would suggest the 243 pistol from the Assorted Sidearms Pack DLC. And then everything else, which is going to be class 4 through 7, I would suggest the Malamur 7mm Magnum bolt action from the Hunter Power Pack DLC, because it has that ability to, repeating rounds. It is, I believe, only 3 rounds, but it's still better than the 1 round in the base game 7mm. But I do like Mississippi. I think it has the best soundtrack out of anything. But that is the end of my trip to Mississippi Acres. I did end up sending that teal to the lodge. I tucked him back in this room here, up against the wall, trying to show off both the teal, green feathers as well as his piebald feathers. I hope to fill up this room with some more cool stuff. Maybe some more small game to go on these little plaques, but that is all I have for you today. up next is going to be Reventuli. It might be a two-part in 2 videos, one just for the birds, but we'll see. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.